Hi everyone, welcome to day 9 of my 30-day coding challenge where I'll try to code a website end to end in 30 days. This is day 9. So let's just get on with what did I all do, how did the day go, and what lies in future. So today was all about going deeper into JavaScript, which I already found a little bit more difficult than HTML and CSS, even when I got introduced to it yesterday. Today, as I went deeper into it, it felt even more complicated. It felt even more mysterious in terms of the syntax. Uh, that's my honest review of JavaScript. I've I had invested about 4 to 5 hours today, probably 5 hours today, and the course that I was still pursuing, super simple dev, it felt like I hardly made any dent into it. There's a 22-hour course, and there's still 17 hours more to go. So that's for sure that it's gonna take most of my next week. The JavaScript course, and it felt like at times it seemed a little bit overwhelming in sense of syntax. I'm getting syntax wrong, or there's a little mistake which is very hard to find for me, especially if you have a non-technical background. If you miss a small detail in the syntax, then the whole sort of code breaks apart. So all these still little thing uh, have been sort of compounding over the whole day and yesterday. And one thing I had to do in my VS Code is to stop the predictive nature of it, because what ended up happening was VS Code was sort of predicting the whole code which I was about to write, so which is not good for my learning. So I had to stop it. And after that, really struggled while writing the syntax, because now I'll have to be very careful where I'm putting the brackets, whether I'm like closing the columns, where I'm like writing the right spellings. So all of those things took a lot of mental toll today. In one of the example, as you can see in the screen, struggled a good part of almost half an hour, where I have misspelled if-else condition. I have basically wrong. I have made a mistake in not the spelling, like how the syntax is organized. Had I had made it the other way round, which wasn't correct. So instead of doing else if, I did if else, and the whole thing was sort of broken apart, and I was not able to find the solution for almost 30 minutes. And then when I finally found it, and I could realize that was such a small mistake. So these are the things you need to be careful of while you are writing a code in JavaScript, which if you're coming from a non-technical background, you need to be quite careful of the syntax. And I also went through a couple of videos today, just looking into if there's even a better way to learn JavaScript. And it felt like there's none. Like, I mean, you'll have to dedicate like few hours every day for almost like few people suggested for almost 2-3 months in order to get proficient at it. But unfortunately, I don't have 2-3 months, so I'm gonna try to make the most of it in next 4 or 5 days, which I've left, or which I have sort of provisioned for JavaScript. As you can see on the screen, I coded a rock paper scissors game on a web app, which seemed quite cool. So I had to use quite a few of the concepts that I learned today, such as objects, functions, and booleans, and if statement. So it felt like it solidified my understanding of the concepts that at least I was learning today. But again, I need to be conscious of the fact that it can also overwhelm my learning, and I probably won't be able to retain it or recall it when I'm going to need it in the future. So it felt overwhelming today in terms of like learning so many functions, learning a different type of syntax, and like try to make no mistake while not using AI capabilities of VS Code, which was quite a lot today. And in terms of learning in JavaScript, I learned about variables today, booleans and if statements, functions, and objects, which seem to be quite a lot. Like, I mean, if I go from the index that I've covered today, it seemed quite good, but still, when I was doing it, it felt like mostly it was struggle, and like I was not making much progress during the day. But in terms of next step, I would still try to complete the course. There's still 17 hours to go, and I completed only less than 3 hours today, even though I invested about five hours of my time. So, and it felt like it's gonna get increasingly more difficult. So I guess, like, I mean, this week I don't think I would be able to touch anything else apart from this course. Hopefully I would be able to do some exercise on the side, but apart from that, I don't think I have any hope to learn about anything else apart from JavaScript. Well, that's it for day 9 from here. It was a hard day at office today. And I believe it's going to get even harder as the language progresses. But that's what I signed up for. And hopefully, I'll try to invest even more time tomorrow onwards so that I can still finish JavaScript section within this week. And I'll have enough time, plenty of time to go for backend and database lessons. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you had a good day. If you found it useful, please subscribe or comment. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.